So we're going to today discuss Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji's qualities. And like we said earlier, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's qualities, they are God, so they got all the qualities. But we're going to look at some specific ones, and we're going to see those, how they help us, and how we can move forward by trying to develop those qualities, okay? And each time I go through different slides, I'm going to have questions. But the questions aren't going to be like 2 minutes like you've done now. It's going to be quick fire, okay? So, I told you about the Siddhs. Who are the Siddhs? I mentioned it this morning. Who will in the Gurdwara this morning? Who was in the Gurdwara and know who the Siddhs are? If you listen to the Katha this morning, the Siddhs, yes? It's a type of people. They weren't the Sikhs, Sangat. They were somebody else. Hanji? हाँ जोगी ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕੋਲ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੋਗੀ ਸੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਤੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਬਣੇ ਸੋ ਭਾਈ ਲਹਿਣਾ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਭਾਈ ਲਹਿਣਾ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕੋਲ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਬਣਾ ਦਈਏ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਖਡੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰਤਾ ਗੱਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜਤਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਡੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਓ ਖਡੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ ਆ ਕਰਤਾਰਪੁਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਐਂਡ 'ਤੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ ਆ ਅਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਫਿਰ ਗੁਰਤਾ ਗੱਦੀ ਸਾਂਭੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ ਫੋਟੋ ਡਿਪਿਕਟ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਥਿਆ ਪਾਠ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਸੋ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਟੀਚਿੰਗ ਟੂ ਅਸ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਪਾਠ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ We do it, ਪਰ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਵੀ ਆ ਓਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਆ ਇਹ ਖਡੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਅੰਗੀਠਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੋ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖਡੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਨੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਥਾਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦਗਾਰੀ ਸਥਾਨ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਇਹ ਮੇਨ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਆ ਖਡੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਅਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋਈ ਉਸ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋਈ ਥੱਲਿਓਂ ਪੁੱਟਿਆ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਕੇਸ ਵੀ ਲੱਭੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਜੇ ਕਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਸ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਸਵੇਰ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਾਰੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਾ ਖੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਾ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਇਸ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਆ ਅੰਦਰਲੀ ਸਾਈਡ 'ਤੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਬਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੈਣਾ ਉਹ ਖੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਚੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਖੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਹਿੰਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੁਝ ਕਰੋ ਉਹ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਉਸ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ 'ਤੇ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਅੰਦਰਲੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਾਹਰ ਫਿਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਮਰਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਬਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੋਈ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਖੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਖੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਸੁਖਾਸਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਖੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਚੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਖੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਲੈਣਾ ਇਹ ਖਡੂਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੇ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨੋਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚੋਗੇ ਵੀ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਹ ਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਇਹ ਆ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਕੇਸ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਮਤਲਬ cremation so when you're cremated your body is burnt isn't it and sometimes obviously your body turns to ashes and when your body turns to ashes everything doesn't burn sometimes and some things are left and sometimes Maharaj leaves it to show the Sikhs in the future that this is the proper jagah. Does that make sense? So Maharaj might have left some there in the sense or made them arrive there so Sikhs would say ha eh asli jagah ya so bas inni aapa fir baat karange so hanji go on ਦੱਸ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਂਭੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਓਕੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ I think so yeah so you can do darshan of it the stuff like that ਹੈ ਨਾ so ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਤੁਰੀਏ so Siddhs came to Guru Angad Dev Ji and asked Guru Angad Dev Ji tell us about your Guru what was Guru Nanak Dev Ji like were they powerful were they great what were they like and Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji recited this shabad and this shabad is in the Rag of Maj, it's in the Var, and it's in the center of one of the Shabads, and it's on Ang 146. And it starts off Mahalla Duja. So it's in the middle of a salok. The Shabad starts off with the salok, then in the middle of it you have Mahalla Duja, before then you have a Pauri. But in the middle is this Shabad, and Guru Angad Dev Ji used this Shabad to describe to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And when I'm going to read it, and then I want one of you to put your hand up to tell me what this Shabad sounds like, because this is by Guru Angad Dev Ji, but you all know a similar Shabad to this. Okay, let's use first. Feet. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਆਉਣਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਫੀਟ ਅੰਦਰ ਚੌਂਕੜੇ ਮਾਰੋ ਅੰਦਰ ਨੂੰ ਕਰੋ ਤੂੰ ਵੀ ਚੌਂਕੜਾ ਹੀ ਮਾਰ ਲਾ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਫੈ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਤੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਲੈਟਸ ਸੀ ਹੂਜ਼ ਫਰਸਟ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਦੂਜਾ ਪਾਉਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਤਾ ਮਾਤਾ ਧਰਤ ਮਹਤੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ so it's similar to pavan guru pani pita. Where does pavan guru pani pita come? In Japji Sahib. And Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji gave that Shabad, and this is a Shabad similar, but there are 4 differences. Let's see if you can spot the 4 differences. So what's the first difference? Penji ne dasti pawn. In Japji Sahib it's pavan, here it's pawn. So I'm going to read it. There's 4 differences, that's 1, so there's 3 more. Let's see who spots them. Pawn Guru Pani Pita Mata Tart Mahat. Haji? हाँ ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਦਿਨ ਸਰਾਤ ਦੋਏ ਦਾਈ ਦਾਇਆ ਖੇਲੇ ਸਗਲ ਜਗਤ ਹਾਂਜੀ in Japji Sahib it's divas, in this Shabad it's dinas, so that's 2 differences. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਦਿਨ ਸਰਾਤ ਦੋਏ ਦਾਈ ਦਾਇਆ no ਉਹ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਖੇਲੇ ਸਗਲ ਜਗਤ it's not here now, we've done this, we've done it. The 2's gone. Changi ayya buri ayya vache taram hadur. Who wants to go? Panji was first, but she's already spoken, so I'm not going to go to her yet. So we'll go to her as a reserve, just in case we can't get it. Yes? Hanji, you were next. No, it's exactly hadur. ਹਾਂਜੀ
it's vaje
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉੱਤੇ vaje ਲਿਖਿਆ vaje
not vaje but that is the word but it's not vaje, it's something a little bit different. Vaje no vaje in Japji Sahib it's vache with dolawa. In Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Shabad it's vache. 1, that's 3 differences. Next one, let's see if you spell the next one. Karmi apu apani ke neda ke dur. No, this one's got no difference in. Exactly the same. Jini naam te aaya gaye masakat kaal. Nanak te mukh ujle hor keti shuti naal. Hor. See the 4 differences of Guru Angad Dev Ji Shabad, because they didn't make it exactly the same, because that they had a little bit difference, because they're the Guru and they can't have a difference. So ek paun, एक दिनस एक वाचे एक होर. सो गुरु अंगद देव जी ने ये शब्द यूज़ करके सिद्धा नू समझाया भी गुरु नानक देव साहिब जी किस तरह ने. ओके, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, गुरु साहिब जी पौन दी नहीं आई. व्हाट डज पौन मीन? पौन गुरु. पौन मीन्स air. How is Guru Nanak Dev Ji like the air? Quick fire question. Like the air.
He's very peaceful and when it's airy, it's not very windy. It's not like a thunderstorm.
So you can get kind of peaceful with it. Hor, Hanji. He's everywhere. Air goes everywhere. What else does the air do?
it moves around.
It moves around, and what does it do when it moves around? Blows what? So it winds, and then what does it do? So if there's a smell, what do we normally, if there's a smell in this room, what would we do? Open the window so till we get fresh air to come in, and if fresh air comes in, the smell goes away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like the air. They take away bad odors. So anything that we're bad, so if we do bad things, if we become a Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he takes away all our bad odors and brings freshness into our life. Air also stays separate to everything. And it gives out, it goes to high places, so like you said, the wind goes all over, and it makes us cool, like you were saying. It gives us peace by making us cool. So this Sakhi is when Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to a place called Multan. So I'm going to tell you Sakhis with each one. Some of these Sakhis you will know, and some of them will be new, because when you're going to go away, the more Sakhis you know, the better it is for you. Okay? So Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to Multan. Multan is now in Pakistan. And when they went there were loads of these peers. Peers were like, they were Muslim saints, they're called peers. And they gave Guru Nanak Dev Ji some milk. And they gave Maharaj Ji a milk in this big pot that we call a katora. Yeah, not a cup or a mug with a handle, but in a pot kind of, and it's called a katora. They used to drink out of that. And they filled it right to the top. If you fill it right to the top, and I try to give it to you, what might happen? Might spill. So they gave that to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, trying to get them to spill it. And they gave a message to Guru Nanak Dev Ji in that cup. The message was, you are spreading Sikhi. You're like the wind, taking away all the badness and making everybody good. And if you're spreading like the wind, everybody's going to you and becoming Sikhs. Nobody's coming to us anymore. Because they were like Muslim saints and they had followers. But all the followers stopped going to them and they started going to Guruji. And so basically they said, have this dud, but because this dud is full, it's like this place is full. Don't come here. You're going to take away all our followers. You're going to make them into Sikhs, and they're not going to follow us anymore. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave them an answer, gave them a message back. Some of you might know what answer they gave. What did they give?
They put this like a flower which is powdered.
So they put a flower. It was what type of flower? Jasmine flower. It's called in Punjabi chambeli da full. Chambeli da. Yeah, because you've got to learn these things as well, yeah? In Punjabi, chambeli da full, and it's a jasmine flower.
Is it still here? The flower?
No, the flower's not still here. And then what did the flower do? Just like the air, the flower gave its fragrance out. Fragrance, because flowers smell nice, so it made a nice smell. And it stayed separate from the dud, they didn't sink. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, you are still here, this milk didn't spill, but Sikhi is here as well. And Sikhi is going to spread freshness to everybody. It's going to make everybody positive, like that fragrance, that good smell, the changi sugandhi is going to be spread through Sikhi. So we are all Sikhs. What Sikhi does, it gives us a freshness. Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings makes us fresh. Okay? We still have to do certain things in the morning by having a bath. Put your hands up if you had Ishnan this morning. Are you sure? Did everybody here do Ishnan? Put your hands up if you didn't do Ishnan but you washed your face and you brushed your teeth.
I did Ishnan and brushed my teeth.
Okay, and some people might not have done that because in these Western countries they don't. As Sikh, we always have to have a bath every day, Ishnan every morning. Every morning when we wake up. Because what that does, it makes our body, like we were falling asleep and I made you stand up and sit down. It makes us awake, the water does. The best thing to do is cold water. Who can do it with cold water? They're really good if you can do cold water. Yeah? I do cold water as well.
Hot water makes me sleep.
Hot water will put you to sleep. You might say cold water really wakes you up. Okay, let's hold it there. So, just a quick aside, because you're young and you might not think of these things. You always do Ishnan, so you get awake, then you do your Nitnem. That's every Sikh does that, and then you get this fragrance, and Gurbani makes you cool. So Gurbani is like the air. Sikhi, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like the air. They bring freshness into our lives. That's why we're trying to aim towards that. Keep questions later now. Next one, Guru Angad Dev Ji goes, Pani. What's Pani like? Pani is water, isn't it?
It's clear.
What does Pani do? What's the quality of Pani? And that's the quality of Guru Nanak Dev Ji.
It's moving.
It moves. I move as well, but I'm not as good as that.
Keeps us alive.
Keeps us alive. What else does Pani do?
It removes dirt.
Removes dirt. That's the main thing. So we get the same people put their hands up all the time. Let's see if some of you others have got some thoughts. It removes dirt. So what does Guru Nanak Dev Ji do? It removes dirt and makes us pure. Guru Sahib Ji removes dirt. When we read Bani now, Bani removes the dirt and makes us pure. So these Bibiyan, Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to a place in Sri Lanka. Where's Sri Lanka? Below India. Below India. And it was called Sangladeep. That's what it used to be called. Then it got changed, its name changed to Ceylon. And now the name is Sri Lanka. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji went there was a king there, and the king tried to test Guru Nanak Dev Ji. and sent these women to dance in front of Guru Nanak Dev Ji so they get wrong thoughts. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji recited a Shabad. And in that Shabad, one of the panktiyas is Naam bina kaise gun char. I'll tell you what that means. Naam, what does Naam mean? Naam? Yeah, bina, without the name of God. That's really good. You lot are good. Kaise? How? That's really good. Gun? Qualities? Qualities? Char. And it doesn't mean four. Char in Gurbani means sundar, beautiful. Okay? It also means four, but in Gurbani, when it comes that word char, it mostly means sundar, beautiful. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said to these bibiyan who were trying to show their beauty, so they probably got loads of makeup on. Sikhs don't wear makeup. They obviously had their eyebrows. I talked to you a little bit about this yesterday. We don't do any of this disrespecting. Don't just look at the bibiyan boys start trimming their beards and colouring their beards as well. We don't do any of that. We keep our form intact. Okay? Guruji says, Naam bina, without the name of the Lord, kaise, how is your quality really beautiful? So they were saying to Guruji was saying to them, you think you're beautiful with all these earrings and jewelry and makeup and dress and clothes. You think you're beautiful and you're trying to make me think of wrong things. But without the Naam of Waheguru, how beautiful really are you? Looks are not the thing that makes us beautiful. It's the Naam inside of us and the qualities inside of us that make us beautiful. That's the beauty that Guruji wants. Guruji falls for the beauty of Naam, not the external beauty which is deceiving. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji, by singing that Shabad, they covered up, they changed, they went back to their king and they became spiritual bibiyan. And they said, we're not doing this wrong, immoral stuff anymore. ਆਪਾਂ ਗਲਤ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣ ਗਏ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੇ. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like pani. Sikhi is like pani. It cleans all our dirt away. So even if we do wrong things, if we go to Guruji, he forgives us and he cleans us. Next.
Yeah, there's a person by the tree. Who is Bhai Balaji?
Bhai Balaji and Bhai Mardana Ji. They went with Guru Nanak Dev Ji.
Behind them.
The one that's sitting?
That might be just like the king's person. It's like a person, is it, watching these bibiyan, seeing what's happening.
Oh, on the tree.
Yeah? Okay. Pita. What does Pita mean? Father. How is Guru Nanak Dev Ji like our father? How is Guru Nanak Dev Ji like our father? Hanji. He cares for us. What else does your dad do for you? What do you say that again?
I said he guides you.
Guides, but something he said something else. I thought they said something with the B. Buys you stuff and gives you everything. Yes? Okay, hands down. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like our father. He passes all his wealth onto us. So just like a father passes their wealth to their children, Guru Nanak Dev Ji passes their wealth. This is a picture of Bhai Lehna Ji when they become the Guru. Guru Nanak Dev Ji make them the Guru. And what Bhai Lehna Ji was, even though Guru Nanak Dev Ji had two sons, what were their names? Bhai Lakshmi Das, and that were the youngest. Lakshmi Das were the youngest, the eldest. Baba Siri Chand. Did them two listen to Guru Nanak Dev Ji?
No.
Who listened to Guru Nanak Dev Ji? Bhai Lehna Ji. So in Sikhi, just one second, I'll come to you in a minute. In Sikhi, the person who listens, I said in the Hukamnama today, didn't it come? Those of you that were there to listen, those people that listen to Guruji's teachings, believe in the teachings, and then what do they have to do? The third thing? Listen, believe, and act. Follow the teachings. When you listen, you believe, and then you follow, then you are the true child of Guruji and the true child of Sikhi. Then you get all the wealth. I'll give you a quick Sakhi. Guru Bhai Lehna Ji, Mata Sulakhani Ji. Who's Mata Sulakhani Ji? Lads, you need to focus. Who's Mata Sulakhani Ji? Wife and the mother of Baba Siri Chand and Baba Lakshmi Das. So when Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave the Gurta Gaddi to Bhai Lehna Ji and Guru Angad Dev Ji, they became. Mata Sulakhani because she was their mother, and mothers are a little bit like this, they said to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, why didn't you, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਤਾ ਗੱਦੀ ਬਾਬਾ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਚੰਦ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਬਾਬਾ ਲਖਮੀ ਦਾਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਆਪ ਦੇ ਪੁੱਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੀ, why did you give it to an outside person? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji showed, Guru Nanak Dev Ji showed, they went outside and there was like a cat eating a rat or a mouse, and when Guru Nanak Dev Ji went out, the cat ran away and the dead mouse was in the garden. If something like that comes in your garden, somebody's going to have to pick it up and remove it, aren't they? Yeah? So Guru Nanak Dev Ji goes, Baba Siri Chand, achak de. Like, you guys might have to do the chores in your house, clean up sometimes. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji goes, Baba Siri Chand chak de. He goes, Mani chakana. Get one of your slaves, your nokars to do it. That's what he said. And then Guru Nanak Dev Ji goes, Baba Lakshmi Das, tu chak de. And Baba Lakshmi Das, he goes, I'm busy. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji look at Bhai Lehna Ji, they don't even start saying it, because he waited for the hukam, because a good Sikh waits for the hukam. But just as Guru Nanak Dev Ji is about to say it, Bhai Lehna Ji runs, picks up the mouse with their bare hands and takes it out. And then one time Guru Nanak Dev Ji threw a sarbalo gadwa. I told you about this last night. What's a gadwa? The boys, I told you, didn't I? It's like a pot, isn't it, with a handle? Yeah, you carry water in it. Yeah, last night when I was speaking to the boys, I was telling them about this. Guru Nanak Dev Ji throw that in a swamp. What's a swamp? It's a swamp. Dirty water, that's right, dirty water.
With like crocodiles.
But there's no crocodiles in India. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿੰਡ 'ਚ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਖੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, yeah, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, not the coup is like the well, ਛੱਪੜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਛੱਪੜ is like a swamp. So in that place, Guru Nanak Dev Ji threw their gadwa. It got dirty, didn't it? And have you ever been in the Shapad in India? No, it's really dirty, isn't it? Nobody goes inside there. ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ, ਠੀਕ ਆ. ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਆਪਦੀ ਗੜਵਾ ਸਿੱਟਿਆ. They go, Baba Siri Chand, Baba Lakshmi Das, guess what they said? No. And guess who went in? In their clothes, they jumped in, pulled the gadwa, cleaned it. They're dripping with mud and dirt, and they give the cleaned gadwa back to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So in Sikhi, the true sevadar gets all the wealth. Guru Nanak Dev Ji passes the wealth to us, we're his children, but only if we become sevadars like Bhai Lehna Ji did. Guruji is like our mata. What's mata? Sorry, what are you going to say?
Father, he never screams at us.
He never screams at us. That's right. Okay? But my father screams at me, so... Anyway, Mata. Mata means? Mother. So how is Guru Nanak Dev Ji like our mother? Did you have your hand up? Hanji. He feeds us. That's right. Perfect. Our mother will always feed us first before feeding themselves. Okay, they always think, now, I've seen some of your mothers downstairs in the Langar hall, and I see they come after you guys, some of the little ones, not the elder ones maybe, but some of the younger ones. Have you eaten? I've seen some of the mothers make you sit next to them and eat with them and giving you food and making sure you've eaten properly.
I think he was little when he gave it to the sadhus.
He was little, but sometimes the pictures just draw them as they want to draw them, don't they? So Guru Nanak Dev Ji was given how many rupees? Does anybody remember? 20 rupees, 20 rupees. ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਖਰੀਦਿਆ ਸੀ 20 ਰੁਪਈਆਂ ਨਾਲ?
ਲੰਗਰ for the sadhus.
ਲੰਗਰ ਹੀ ਖਰੀਦਿਆ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਕੀ ਖਰੀਦਿਆ ਸੀ ਲੰਗਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ? ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਛਕਿਆ ਅੱਜ? ਪੈਨਕੇਕ ਛਕੇ ਆ, ਹਨਾ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਿਰਪ ਛਕਿਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ, ਨੂਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਵੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਪਲੇਨ ਵੀ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਛਕਾਇਆ? ਪਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਛਕਾਇਆ? ਕੀ ਖਰੀਦਿਆ 20 ਰੁਪਈਏ ਨਾਲ? ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆ? There was no restaurants there that they bought rotiyan, they just gave them the rotiyan. Does anybody know? There were Hanji, 5 things. There were 5 things. So tell me what they are, one at a time. Hanji. Atta, 1. Remember this is what you guys got to remember this, because when your parents ask you what you've been learning, let's see if you remember these things. I'm telling you loads of things today. Atta, 1. Pani you can get anywhere, you don't need to buy that. Atta, rice, chawl, 2.
Were they only food items?
No.
The little
Yeah.
thingies of that.
Milk, 3. Everybody in books write different things, okay, and they make up things, but these are the 5 things that they actually bought, okay, and it's written by Balaji. These things are by Balaji, who was with Guru Nanak Dev Ji, wrote this down in the Sakhiyan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji when they told Guru Angad Dev Ji the Sakhiyan, and these 5 things are written there: Atta, Dudh, te chaul. We've got 3. There's 2 more things. Hanji. Hanji. So like khand, yeah, shakar, yeah, khand. So we, yeah, 4, 1 more. Not makhan exactly, but kyo. So you could kind of say, so I'll kind of give you 5 things. That's what they bought. Now guess how much, new information for you. So that's 5 things, but does anybody know how much they spent on each one?
5.
Remember, 20 rupees they've got. What did they spend?
20 for each.
No, it wasn't the same. There wasn't 20 for each, it was 20 in the total.
4. 4. You want it?
5 rupiya on atta, 5 rupiya on, yep, and then 3 rupees on the other 3. Okay, how much? 19. That's not 20. So how much left? Guess what they did with 1 rupee? No.
You gave it to them.
No. So let me see. Right, you buy loads of this thing. We have to take it 5 kilometers away. What's easy for us to do? Carry it or get a taxi or a car. So in those days they were a gadda. They got a gadda for 1 rupee, put the saman on the gadda and brought it. Then they cooked it and they fed the sadhus. So new things for you to learn. By Balaji writes this down. Okay? And it's written by Balaji all these years previously. So sometimes these English books make it a bit more exciting and they say different things, but this is actually what they bought. So Guruji is like our mother. Fir tart. What's the tart? Earth. Tarti. Yeah? How's Guruji like the tarti?
I have a question.
Yeah. How is Guruji like the tarti? Hanji? Supports us. What else? What do you guys do in the on the tarti all the time? Play, walk, litter, throw litter, garbage, what you guys call garbage, yeah? You throw that everything on the tarti. Does the tarti do anything back to you guys? Whatever we do on the tarti, yeah, but the earthquakes is not really the tarti. Okay, so Guru, whatever we do on the earth doesn't stop providing for us. It still, plants grow on the earth that we eat, don't we? Fruit grows on the earth that we eat. So even though whatever we do on the earth always provides for us. Guru Nanak Dev Ji will always provide for us no matter what we do. Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to Africa. In those days, East Africa was called Abyssinia. That was what it used to be called. Nowadays we have Somalia, Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania. Okay? Guruji traveled those places. Can you see the map there? They traveled those places. And there was a king called Lajward. And what he did when he saw Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he buried them alive. He tried to drown Guru Nanak Dev Ji by tying rocks and throwing them in the river. He tried to burn them alive. That's what Lajward did to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji was like the earth. Whenever he tried to do it, Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't say nothing. When he set Guru Nanak Dev Ji alight, the fire burnt and Guru Nanak Dev Ji was still stood there. When he tied rocks, he threw them in the river. He came back after an hour or so to check. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was sat on the side of the river. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji was buried, he went away, he came to check. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was sat there again. Guru Nanak Dev Ji kept coming back and showed humility. And then Lajward bowed to Guru Nanak Dev Ji and became a Sikh. Because he did whatever he did to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji still came back and showed him love. That's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji does for us. Doesn't matter what we do, they still show us love. Mahat. Mahat you translate by splitting the word. Mahat tat is like the sky. How's Guru Nanak Dev Ji like the sky? Hanji? Sky is everywhere. Even though there's thunderstorms in the sky, right? There's thunderstorms in the sky, but the sky still remains, doesn't it? Yeah. This tornadoes start in the sky, but the sky still remains. So, when Guru Nanak Dev Ji was at Sultanpur Lodi, some people lied about them and said they were stealing money. And when they were counted the money, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was owed money by the shop, and not that he took money. Because Guru Nanak Dev Ji used to just give everything away, tera, 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 and they give everything away. But so people complained saying he's giving everything away, so he must owe you loads of money. But when they checked, in fact, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was owed money, and it was 3 times this happened. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji was owed money. So they're like the sky, anything going to happen, but nothing affects them. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like the dinis. What's dinis? Day. The day. And just like the day is bright, when Guru Nanak Dev Ji went and got Naam, they went and got Naam and they gave us Naam, they made us bright. Sikhs are bright, they're seen all over the world. If they're a true Sikh, they are radiant. Okay? Like the day. They take away the darkness of inside of us. Raat doy. Raat means? Night. There's 2 types of special nights. One when you have a full moon, and when you have no moon. And when you have full moon, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like they give us all the qualities in the full moon, and you can see the stars. So we were talking about good qualities. Those bibiyan in the class yesterday when I think it was your group doing Jeopardy, and they were talking about the guns, and you were talking about Daya and Taram and Sat Santok. These were the words they were talking to you about. These qualities we get. And then when you have Masya, is like when there's no moon, when we want to concentrate, like in the Hukamnama this morning, when you concentrate, your mind goes quiet. That's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like. Shivnab was a king. He was the king in Sangaladeep that sent the women to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. But then when Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to him, Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave him Brahm Gyan and made him one with God. Yep.
Isn't Guru Nanak Dev Ji born on a full moon?
On a full moon they came to this world. They came to this world on a full moon. Purnamashi. Dai. What does Dai mean? I've written it in English there, so you're kind of working it out. Dai is like a babysitter or something, yeah? And what does a babysitter do?
Care for us.
Watches over the child. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji gives us the Sadh Sangat to watch over us, and these camps. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji, somebody asked what's the qualities of going into the Sangat, and Guru Nanak Dev Ji goes, go sit under that tree over there, and you'll find out. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji showed there were 2 birds there, 2 crows. And a crow looks like those. And when he did some part and that guy opened his eyes, the 2 crows weren't there, they were cranes. Okay? Cranes are white on the outside but black on the inside. Then he came back to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, sit, do it again. And instead of cranes, the next day, he saw swans. Then he went back he goes, Guruji, I still haven't got my answer. Well, what qualities do we get in the Sangat? And Guruji goes, go one time again. And those swans were still there. He did some part when he opened his eyes. There were 2 humans. The humans bowed to that Sikh. And the Sikh said, what are you bowing to me for? The human said, we used to be crows. And every time you came here and did part, we sat and listened to it. And because we sat and listened to it, we changed into cranes. And then you came again, and from there we changed to swans, and today you've done it again, and we've changed to humans. And he says, I didn't do anything. I was just told by Guru Nanak Dev Ji to do it. So they all went to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and Guru Nanak Dev Ji explained, when you come to the Sangat, so that really happened, but when you come to the Sangat, we might be bad from inside, and we might be bad from outside, because we might not keep our case. We might not be Amartari and have karpans, and we wear a kashera. So we're bad from the inside because we have bad thoughts, but we're not proper on the outside. What happens first is we change from the outside, because we start keeping our case. We start wearing kakar, we wear a kashera, we use a kanga, we wash every morning, we do all these things. Okay? Then once that happens, you become like a crane, because you look beautiful as a Sikh on the outside because you keep your case, but on the inside we still might have bad thoughts. Then when we do more part and seva, we become like swans, because swans are white on the inside and white on the outside. They're good people, like swans are good birds. And then if you keep living your life as Sikhs, then you become one with God. That was like the human. So Guruji said, when you do Sangat, that's how you change. You change from the outside first, then from the inside, and then you're beautiful from both inside and outside. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like the Dai. What about a Daya? Daya is like a male babysitter. What does the male babysitter do? Like the husband of the Dai, what do you think they do?
Listen
play with you, maybe take you outside. Yep, play outside with you. Guru Nanak Dev Ji does that with us. When you'd contemplate Sikhi, Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to Baghdad and he showed this Pir's son all the universes. Do you know, have you heard that Sakhi? He showed all the universes. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji shows us everything. When we get Brahm Gyan, we get to see everything. We know how everything works. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is like the Daya.
There's more universes.
Yep.
I thought there was only one.
Now, infinite.
So all of the universes are going to die.
Yep. They die and born at different times. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Khela Sagal Jagat, they show us that life is a play. They show Duni Chand, I told you about this yesterday. You know the Sakhi? They show that life, we don't take anything with us, do we? One day we're all going to die, aren't we? The only thing that's going to go with us is Naam. Okay, so you have to become a Sikh, take Amrit, keep your Rehat, and then practice Naam. Changi Ayya, Buri Ayya, Vache, Taram Hadur. They tell us what's good, they tell us what's bad, like they taught by Mardana Ji, they taught by Balaji, what's good and bad. They sit us close, Hukamanama, they give us teachings, we learn what's good, and we get rid of what's bad. So they give us good qualities, they take our bad qualities. Karmi apo apni ke neda ke dur, depending on the blessings we get, because another word for karam is blessings. Karam means actions, but karam also means blessings. And in this example, Bhai Lehna Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji was telling the Siddhs, Karmi apo apni, Guru Nanak Dev Ji gives us blessings, and due to the blessings we get, some of us come close, and some of us go further. Well, like Bhai Lalo Ji, he was a good Sikh. Guru Nanak Dev Ji squeezed his prashada, dudh came out. Malak Pago had ego, and he thought he was better than Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And when his prashada was squeezed, blood came out because he used to use and abuse all the community. And he had irka, and he ran away. He didn't become a Sikh at that time. Later on he did, but at that time he was pushed away. So if we question our Guru, if we question or we don't believe in the true path, then Guruji might put us to the back of the line, and then we might not get Sikhi. So we always need to have faith and listen, believe, and three things: listen, believe, and act on the teachings. Then we're like Bhai Laloji and we'll get blessed. Yes? Malak Pago.
Yeah, it wasn't actually prashad, it was
Puri
puri.
prasade, same sort of idea, isn't it? Yeah? We say prasade for everything. What does prasad mean? We call kada prasad as well, don't we? The reason why we call it prasade, prasad means blessing. When we eat in the langar, it's like a blessing. That's why we call it all prasade. Yeah? And then final, the teaching, Jini naam te aya, gaye masakat kaal, Nanak te mukh ujle. In this Shabad, Hor keti shuti naal. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying that those of us who repeat the name, like Bhai Lalo Ji did, then all his family get protected. So some of you guys might be here thinking, you want to learn, but your parents might not be into Sikhi, or your family might not be into Sikhi, but if you practice Sikhi, then all your friends and family, they will get saved as well. Okay, so that was the teaching by Guru Angad Dev Ji gave to the Siddhs, and they described Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So what you guys have got to take those qualities away, and you got to understand what Guruji gives to us. So that's why we're here to learn. Three things, what are they? Listen, believe, and act on all the teachings of Guruji. And then we will be saved. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.